Hi, my name's John. Amateur radio call sign M7CPT. Last week, Ham Radio Dude put out a challenge to create a Morse code paddle using nothing more than what you can find in a thrift shop, or what, as we call them in the UK, a charity shop. This will also prove you do not need extremely expensive equipment to have your very own CW paddle. In this video, I go shopping. And welcome to Amateur Radio on the Air. For those of you that don't know, Ham Radio Dude set up a challenge. I'll place a link up here. The challenge was to create a Morse paddle using nothing more than what you can find in a thrift shop, or as we call them in the UK, charity shops. Now, what the dude doesn't know is there are three important things about ham radio. Same thing's important as buying a house. Location, location, location. Welcome to Romley. It's our closest concentration of charity shops. I'll see you down there and let you know which charities they're collecting for. You can search for them on the web and make donations if you like. As you can see, we've got a nice concentration of shops. Let me just show you this one. Unfortunately, that one's not a charity shop. It's a second-hand shop. Mainly antiques. So that one doesn't count. As you can see, we've got some quite small shops around here, I'm afraid. You might have bigger thrift shops over there. Let's see how they balance out quality. At this point, shops start to line both sides of the road. Before filming in any of the shops, I went into the shop to ask permission to film what I was looking at. Now, I did have to avoid filming people's faces without their permission. So there appears to be very few or even no people in the shops, but they were busy. Also, they were having conversations which were private to them, so I muted the sound so that you didn't hear their conversations. The first shop was collecting for St Anne's Hospice, and the website is both on the screen and will be in the description below. See if we've got anything down there. No. No, the radio's not for sale. Yeah, there's got to be stuff that I'm missing. Yeah, what's this? Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can use that, but I like the look of it, so we'll get that anyway. Nothing in there. Oh, there's something interesting. Let's put that there a second. Oh yeah, we'll have that as well. Oh, that could be interesting. Gives us some magnets. Maybe? That's it for this one. Ah. One down. Let's go to the next one, see what we can get there. See if there's anything more interesting. Worst case scenario there. We've got a nice safe game of darts. Okay, so from the first shot, I got three things. One was this frog, which, yeah, I thought it looked funny and gimmicky, so I thought, I'm having it. It came with three, I don't know, cocktail forks, maybe? I don't know. Either way, they're sharp, but they won't be getting used in this project. The second thing I picked up was this. I have no idea what that is. But I thought it could have been useful. The third thing was this. Now this, if I just pull it out, in the store, you'd have seen it this side, and it's actually like a target game on this side. using the darts, but you do actually have a proper dartboard layout on the other. And with that came these magnetic darts. You can't get as many in the bullseye, but who cares? The magnets could possibly be used few more shops. And here's another one. Before I film it, I need to nip inside to check it's okay. The second shop, I was unfortunately unable to film inside due to the manager not being well and not being in work. So I wasn't able to gain permission to film inside. However, I did find some rather interesting things there. Some bolts for attaching stuff to dry walls. Could come in handy, possibly not for this project, but maybe in the future. A small game of dominoes. Always fun to have. A little commemorative fish fork thing. I think it'll focus on the... No. Appears to be some sort of boating event from New Zealand. Unfortunately, they only had the one, so I can't use it for a paddle. Possibly something like a cootie key, maybe. Then I spotted these. It's supposed to be for shelling out sugar cubes, but I thought could act rather well as paddles. It is silver though, and it's hallmarked. So if I can find something similar, I'd probably go with similar rather than using something that has a better value. One other thing I spotted just before I left, ultimately the problem I had. My previous camera stand broke one of the legs. Oh, it's actually the clip. Fairly flimsily made, and temporarily I had to use some Gorilla Tape. But just before I left the shop, I spotted this. The clips are a lot stronger. The smallest leg is a lot wider. It has additional height. It's a little bit stiff, but yeah, it works. Bar for pan and tilt, and even a camera mount that comes off, so I can leave it attached to the camera. I don't know how much this thing's worth. That's what it is. And I was shocked at the price. Let's see if I can get this to focus. There you go. £5. That's roughly $7. I look forward to using this one in the future. Incidentally, the second shop was an autism charity. Please have a search on Google. Find the charity for autism and make some donations. The third charity shop works for Deborah, who support people with EB. Now, I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce what EB stands for. Please go to the website that's on the screen and also in the description below. If you're curious about what EB stands for, and feel free to make donations while you're there. In the third shop, I did pick up one thing by mistake, and now I know what it is. I will be returning it to the shop. It was the third item I picked up, which just appeared to be a random bag with some metal bars at the bottom. I thought I might have been able to use the metal bars. However, I found out that this belongs to the steering wheel lock that was underneath the shelves. So I will be returning this to the shop. I know the lady's watching, so please take the steering wheel lock away from underneath the shelves until I return this bag to you. They will need this because it's got the keys to the steering wheel lock in it. The other things that I did pick up there, small little toolbox. It's got some nice compartments in the top, so I can use this for small projects and a good space for storing other stuff. So this is going to be useful for future projects. You also saw me pick up this. Now, it's two items, a wire basket, which isn't really useful for this project, and my daughters lay claim to it. This item, however, has some weight in it that I'm thinking is due to this sheet of steel that runs around it. So I'll be taking that out. My daughter wants the mesh for something, I don't know what. I don't care. She enjoys it. But unfortunately, this was the last of the shops I was actually allowed to film inside. There are photographs of the shops on the outside. and I will also place the websites for these two shops in the links below. Now, the fourth and final shop had some things that are definitely needed and some things that would have been nice. I also came across these things, which saves me using the silver from the earlier shop. So these can be used. I have a load of metal spring clamps. Probably won't use them on this one, but they always come in handy for something. Some nuts and bolts, M3 and M5, very useful. Now the one thing I looked at the previous shop was a set of headphones, but it didn't have a jack socket on it. In the fourth shop, I found some headphones that have a jack. Now I have the wire that I need. And now it's time to see if I can put it all together to make it work.